What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video we are talking about what to research first for new beginners. Before we get started, make sure you guys and girls are subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the videos or when we live stream. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, blah 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 blah. We got Void Supremacy event coming up soon, so we're gonna live stream that again. That was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys and girls join me for that. We haven't decided what day or time we're going to pick yet, but once I figure it out, I will let you guys and girls know when the live stream will be. Alright, so I didn't get to mention this in my free-to-play series or the first video that we did, like 2 days ago. But I wanted to talk about research as a new player, whether you're free-to-play or whatever. Research you should kind of do first, because if we go in there, you have like resource production, base development, military tech, base defense. So as a new player, you kind of come in here and you may not know, okay, what should you prioritize? You know, your base level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to 20. I mean, even like 16, 17 is probably a good starting position for a new player to get within a few days. But it's definitely a tough choice because you want to make sure you maximize your efficiency and you don't want to research the wrong things. For example, you're brand new to the game, you don't know what to do, you come into the research, you immediately think, because it's a base building war game, oh man, I need to do military research right away. Now, you necessarily wouldn't be wrong, but if you do the military tech first, you're actually really hurting yourself overall and in the long run, especially if you are a free-to-play player. I will say you should definitely do this one first, the additional March fleet. This is the very first one for the military tech right here. Super easy to do. Bang this out just so you get that free extra slot. Very important. I would suggest this is the number one. Then I would say don't go crazy just yet in the military tech. We want to go to base development. This is going to be the most important thing because this is how we are going to develop our base, upgrade our buildings, be able to collect more resources faster, all that good stuff. So we're going to go over to base development, and this is the number one priority. Now, there are some things that you're going to want to max out before other things. So first right here, we have stuff like this: construction speed, building speed increase. You're going to want to have this all the way up, max this out 3 out of 3. Then we have this, it breaks down into this training speed. This is another one you're going to want to max out. And then we also have healing speed. Now the healing speed you don't necessarily have to prioritize just yet, because remember, as a new player you do have like that bubble. I believe it's for a couple days. What is it, like 2 or 3 days or something like that? Until you do hit Battle Barge 15, then the bubble does go away. But early on, you don't necessarily need to max this out. So you could get away with just doing 1 for your healing speed to unlock the next tier. Then we have research speed. This one you're going to want to max out. You're going to want all 3 tiers done. Then we're going to go over to the next. We have hospital capacity and we have training cap. Training cap you're going to want to max out because you're going to constantly be training troops. So you want to be able to pump out as many troops as possible, so max this out. Now this one, the hospital capacity, this is one that you can get away with early on by just doing 1, because again, very early on in your server you're not going to see a lot of war, and it may differentiate between servers. You may get in a server where people are just going crazy and attacking people. It's possible, right? It's possible, so it could happen. But just logically, building our base is our most important thing, because we want to get to the highest battle bar so that we can unlock those higher tier troops. So early on we don't necessarily have to worry about that. Then we're going to go to March speed. March speed is a very, very important one. I would highly recommend that you max this out at 3, because our March speed depends on us going out and gathering resources and then the time that it takes to come back, stuff like that. Now we'll go over to level 6 right here, and we have March speed while attacking hostile. This is another one. It's when you attack chaos forces. So this is when you're going to want to definitely max out, because there's a lot of PvE events where you have to attack the void whales or the hostile fleets, the chaos forces. When you do your scans, various different things that will affect, that will help you in the long run, save you time. Then we have this one right here, March Speed of Reinforcement. This is one I would say hold off on. You honestly don't need to worry about this one early on. You get away with just doing 1 tier for that, and it just kind of keeps going on and repeats itself. It just increases the numbers as you keep going on. I would say probably once you get to what's a good starting point? I would say probably like 16, 15 or 16, probably after you hit this research speed right here, is a good time to start working on your military tech. I mean, you can keep going further if you want. You could even go up to 19 if you want. It honestly depends, but if you're a free-to-play player, once you get to like Battle Barge 17, 18 is when it's going to start to kind of slow down a bit, and then that's when it's probably going to be, you know, maybe the 2nd or 3rd day for your server, maybe the 4th day, depending on how much time you put into the game, where you're definitely going to want to be like, okay, now I need to start worrying about people attacking me and me wanting to attack other people. So like 16 or 17 is a good spot, and then you're going to want to definitely go over the military tech research. You pretty much just want to max out as much of this stuff as possible, honestly. There's not any particular one that you don't want to do. You literally would just want to have your troops maxed out as high as you can. When it comes to resource production and base defense right now is very weak. Honestly, if you're like free to play, I wouldn't worry about wasting your resources on this just yet. This is kind of something that you would save for something like a Breach the Storm event. When we have the let me go over and briefly just show you. When you have something like the Breach the Storm event and you're in stage 2 where it's research and you get that research buff and then you get points for doing research, that's a good time to come in here and then just bang out all your base defense. But early on, like, don't worry about base defense. Doesn't really help you out at all until we get that buff. It depends on when you're watching this. If you're watching this after the new update where they buff the defensive turrets and everything and they're a lot stronger, then you might want to prioritize this. But right now, as of now, this is just kind of seems like a waste of resources, especially for free to play. So I'd hold off on that. Resource production, this is another one that is not bad. You're going to get stuff like load. This is a very important one to prioritize first right here. Definitely upgrade this all the way to the max. Fuel production and capacity, you're going to see very minimal gains from that. Your warehouse capacity, this is something that it can somewhat be important if you're going to be attacked by other higher tier players. But again, like I said, you should try and get in one of the top 5 guilds, and honestly, you should be protected. You should be okay. I would focus getting the additional fleet first. Then you could do the increased load capacity second, and then focus mainly on base development up until probably like level 15, Battle Barge 15, 16, maybe even 17. And then you're going to start to go into the military tech research and really start banging all of these out as much as you can. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, just something short, sweet, and to the point. I love you guys and girls. Stay happy, stay safe. Peace.